When I reach 1000 subscribers I will be giving away a $25 Amazon gift card away. To enter, like, subscribe and leave a comment below. Posted by u/Embertman. EM gets mad after her EK made my dog have an anxiety attack. So this happened yesterday, also I'm on mobile just in case formatting goes wrong. Backstory, I've recently adopted a dog. She's amazing and gorgeous. However, she has strong anxiety due to her past which I'm unsure of, but I know there was children involved. There has been no attack, or biting though, and no signs that she would. She's all bark no teeth kinda a thing. Me and my partner have been working really hard with her anxiety. She would be reactive to random people, unnormal growling at unknown things, etc. She's not reactive to people anymore. Unless they comes very close, then she'll do very long growls and whimpers, and she then tried to get in my arms. Her safe space we are calling it. But once she's there and clamped down, people can approach no problem, then she's all over them with licks. I know this still needs work as she still has anxiety issues and attacks, but it's a lot further than before. The event, it was a nice day here, so I thought we'd go stay at the park for a bit. We get there, and it's a bit more busy than normal, so we walk straight through, and then around the park, then back through again, so she can slowly get used to it. I find a nice quiet part in the shade way off the path as well. We are having a nice time. People walking past, and she's showing signs of excitement. I was so proud. Then enter EK. She kept walking by, getting closer and closer. Me, hey there love, can you please stay back? She's a lovely dog, but she gets nervous like when you get butterflies in your stomach, said it like that, so she'd understand more being a kitten that. EK, doggy, while coming closer. Me, please stop there, you can see her from there nicely, said it more firmly. BTW. At this point doggo is staring at something in the tree, presumably a squirrel, still happy. EK, no doggy. She then lunges for doggo and grabs her. Doggo growls and comes on my lap and trying to get in my arms. EM enters. Me, please can you keep your child away, as doggo is a rescue and is not dangerous, just very nervous. That's why I've sat far away from the path and from others. EM, why bring a dog out there if no one can stroke it? Me, well I didn't get a dog as people can stroke her. Also I live in a flat, so she needs to go out to this park, plus we've been working to ease the anxiety, which was fine before your child came along. Next thing I just sensed something behind me, and it's there coming back again. Doggo tail couldn't be more between her legs if she tried, so I picked her up and stood up. Me, I've asked you both to stand back, you didn't. Now I have a stressed out dog now, so I'm gonna leave now cause the dog doesn't need your kid mauling it. EM, screaming you shouldn't have brought that dangerous dog to the park. All my daughter wanted to do was stroke her, so it's your fault. If you ever bring her back I'll call the police. So as the mum is screaming at me, the egg tries to come near me again. Me, back off. I'm leaving now, just give me space so I can see where I'm going. BTW. She's a medium-sized dog and I'm 5 feet, but she's a pleasure to carry. EM, don't talk to my child like that. Me, don't touch my dog like that. Then I start walking off and she's still screaming, and X starts screaming. Ek, I want to stroke the dog now. Mum, I want to stroke the doggy. Mummy, M-O-I, let her just stroke the dog. Oh, I'm still talking to you. I just walked out, then I hear the 2 builders who was sat on a bench near me shout, "Ya childish shit, why don't you leave?" Felt better knowing people stuck up for me, but still I feel awful. We spent the rest of the day cuddling afterwards. I just feel guilty that it is my fault and don't want the dog to feel sad cause of what happened. Posted by u/Lizard. EM tells me I'm not legally allowed to bring my dog to the park if her kids can't pet him. I don't know why people let their kids run up to any dog they see. This has happened to me about 11 times, I think, since I got my dog. However, this happened to me yesterday, and I'm still pissed. I have a 9-month-old border collie. He's well behaved and very friendly. However, because he's still young, he likes to jump on people. This is one of the reasons why I don't let kids pet my dog, besides the fact that they treat him more as a toy than a living being. Since he was young, kids love to run up to my dog screaming and waving their arms in the air like crazy. This would obviously scare even well-trained adult dogs. Most of the time I try to walk in the opposite direction in hopes that they'll go away. Sometimes they do, but sometimes they follow us. This is what happened yesterday. There was a family about 100 foot from my dog and I. We were playing when out the corner of my eye I see a 2 to 3 year old girl about 50 feet away from us walking up to my dog. Since there was a good amount of distance between us, I assumed her parents would catch her before she got to us. Her parents didn't even notice she left their side. I started to walk my dog away from the girl in hopes she would get discouraged. Instead, the girl literally followed us at least 100 to 150 feet. I was honestly shocked at how irresponsible the parents were. Anyone cold kidnapped her, and they wouldn't have known. Eventually I heard EM say, "Where do you think you're going, Missy?" I was relieved the parents finally caught up to her. I assumed it was all over. All of a sudden I hear EM call to me say, "Hey, you with a dog, come over here." I assumed I had dropped something. Since I walked away from there in a hurry, I asked her how I could help her, and this is what happened. EM equals entitled mom, M equals me. EM, let your dog come to my daughter. Me, oh sorry, not right now. We are trading. EM, it's okay, she likes dogs. Me, yeah that's great, but we are training and this would disrupt what we are doing. EM, is he not friendly? Me, no, he is. It's just that we are busy at the moment. EM, can't he take a 5-minute break? You're being ridiculous. Me, no he can't take a 5-minute break. And I don't want your daughter near my dog. EM, excuse me? That mutt is probably aggressive. Literally every person with a dog lets us play with their dog. There's obviously something wrong with your dog. Me, he's still young and jumps on people. I don't want him jumping on your daughter and accidentally knock her over. EM, I knew it. Little bastard probably wants to eat my baby. It's against the law to take dogs like that outside, you know. They have to stay inside when they are that dangerous. Me, first of all, no it isn't. Second of all, he's on a leash. If you invade his personal space, despite my warnings, I'm not legally responsible in any way for what he does. EM, he'll probably wander off one day and kill an innocent kid. Me, no he won't. He's on a leash. Maybe you should keep your daughter in one, so she doesn't wander off and chase every dog she sees. After this she just cussed me out and left. I'm still fuming about this. She expected me to let her kid pet my dog. I'm not in any way obligated to let strangers pet my dog. And when she didn't get what she wanted, she made up a law to prohibit me from going outside with my restrained dog. Fuck her. Posted by u/infernaldeath. EM wants me to get rid of my snakes or move out of my parents' house. I was told this belongs here. I have snakes as pets due to my passion for them. None of the snakes are venomous, only constrictors. My parents knew about my passion since I was little, and while it took them a while to get used to it, they are now totally cool with my snakes. I keep the snakes in their enclosures in my room. However, whenever my parents' friends who have 2 kids 9M and 11F come over, the mom always complains about the safety of their children. I have a rule that the kids can't go into my room because they always go through my stuff and ruin things. Their mom always talks shit to my parents. Like, why do you even allow her to keep snakes? Those aren't pets, you should throw them all away. You should tell her to move out. How can you accept that? The dad is totally cool and even asked me a few times if he can hold the snakes. Now I have tried explaining them on multiple times that they cannot escape due to their enclosures. They could only escape if I wasn't paying attention and not closing their enclosures. And if they do escape, I have docile species that are constrictors, not venomous, that don't even bite and would just run away and hide because they'd be scared. Yesterday they came over. When I went to the bathroom, the kids went in my room and I could hear the little boy yelling, "Mommy, mommy, come check this out." But I thought it was something random. When I came out of the bathroom, I found the mom looking horrified at her children being amazed by my snakes. Of course I started smiling when I saw the kids paying so much attention to the snakes and being curious. It makes me happy when people don't have the "it's a snake, so it must be bad, venomous, and kill me" mentality. But that smile soon disappeared when the mom started yelling at me. My parents came as well into my room to see what was happening. She kept yelling at me that her kid's cold been in danger and how irresponsible I am and how could I keep snakes as pets and so on. After the 1000 plus times I explained her that my snakes are docile and not venomous and it's not her business what I keep as pets and what my passion is. She kept yelling at me, telling me shit, and I was just looking at her like what the fuck are you smoking? After nicely explaining to her that her kid's life was not in danger because the snakes couldn't escape, she, still yelling, started telling my parents that I need to move out and how could they live with me. At that point I snapped and I started yelling at her that when I went to the bathroom I closed my door and if anyone was at fault it was she because she didn't teach her kids to respect rules and since my parents agreed to let me have snakes in their house it shouldn't be her problem. I never forced her to look at my snakes, I never forced her to handle them, and I never forced her to listen to me explain the different type of snakes and all that, because I know she is afraid of snakes, so I never pushed this onto her. I would only tell her about my snakes when she would randomly talk shit about them. I grew up differently. When I was told no, it was no. When I was told you're not allowed to go in there, I wouldn't. So I expect the same from her, because she always talks about how great of a parent she is. She just lets the kids do W/E they want. She just called me an asshole and told me I need to get rid of my snakes or move out of my parents' house or else she won't be coming over anymore. When my parents and even her husband took my part she got super pissed off, took the kids and went home. I understood her concerns, but she needs to understand that is my room and her kids shouldn't have come in there, especially that my door was closed and they know the rule. I'm not okay with her allowing her kids do W/E they want. However, I feel bad for the kids because they are curious and want to know more about the worm dragons as they call my snakes. The dad, as I said, it's totally cool and would love for the kids to know more about snakes other than snake bad snake bit you die mentality their mom is teaching them. The mom's been ignoring me and my parents and doesn't even talk with her husband because he took my part. I texted her and asked her that if she feels so unsafe when she comes over, why does she even keep coming over? Edit. Some of you wanted to see this next, so here you go. https://unga.com//3xxeww5 posted by u/yaboid5577. Entitled, Mother lets her crotch goblin try to pet my dogs after repeated warnings. So I have a German Shepherd named King and a 6-month-old Belgian Malinois puppy named Canna. Sorry, no dog tags. My dad said no. I'm 14 BTW. Both are super friendly, but don't leave much room for bullshit. So interaction with children is pretty limited unless I know and trust the kid. This is also my first run-in with an EM. This story takes place at a local park. While I was walking my dogs, I just happened to be there while EM and her crotch goblin were on the playground. Cast. EM. Entitled, Mom. Me. Yours truly. Ek. Entitled, Kid. 8 or 9. NM. Nice mom. My savior in this story. NC. Nice kid. 9. EM and Ek are one family and NC and NM are another. NC approaches first politely and after that M and Ek approach. Let's hop in. NC. Can I please pet your dogs? Me. Sorry, they aren't comfortable around kids. I also have to get home for dinner. NC. Okay, bye. About a minute later. EM. Let my son pet your dogs. Me. I'm sorry, man. They aren't comfortable around kids. And besides, I have to be home for dinner. EK. Doggy. He tries to approach Canna. She gets startled and slinks behind me. Why is it hiding? Make it come out. Me. I'm not going to. You scared her, and I already told you she doesn't like kids. Please leave me alone. EM. Don't talk to my kid like that, you delinquent. He got good grades last school year and deserves to pet them. Make her come out. Me. No lady. I tried to be polite, but it's obvious this isn't going anywhere. I'm leaving. EM. Literally grabs my arm, and as I turn around to face her I fall. That's something you don't do when I have my dogs with me. They are very protective of me. They start barking and growling at EM. EM. Oh my god, they are probably rabid. I'm calling the police to have them put down. Nice mom who was watching the entire thing steps in. NM. Are you okay, kid? Is EM bothering you? Me, I'm okay. I really just want to go home. You're not going anywhere. I'm calling the police. Your avid mutts practically attacked me. You harassed and assaulted a minor. The police would arrest you before they worried about the calm, under control dogs that were defending their owner. They had calmed down after some reassurance from me. Realizing that people are starting to stare. You'll be hearing from my lawyer. Runs off. Me, thanks for your help, ma'am. I don't know what her problem was. My daughter was the one who asked to pet your dogs before and noticed Deck and M going up to you. She told me you might need some help. Me, you know her? She's pretty infamous around here. The helicopter parent and her immature, entitled brat. I've had a few run-ins with her before. My Shepherd King was sniffing at her. Me, oh sorry, how rude of me. I have no idea if you even like dogs and I just let him do that. And after that display you probably don't want them near you anyway. It's okay. I like dogs and I understand that they were defending you. As long as he won't attack me it's fine. Me, no he definitely won't. You can pet him if you'd like. They just aren't comfortable around kids because most don't know how to interact correctly with dogs. Pets him. NC, can I pet him? I'll be super careful and do everything you tell me to. Me, if it's okay with your mother you can. Just don't mess with his ears, face, or tail and be gentle. NC, mom can I? As long as you're careful. NC pets him. Very gently I should add. King really enjoyed the attention. Everything worked out in the end. I made it home for dinner. NC actually got to pet one of my dogs and NM gave me her contact information in case M actually does call her lawyer and I need a witness. My dad is not happy about the situation and TBH neither am I, but I do have a story that I'm able to post for internet points, so that's a win in my book. Posted by u/Idaru. The time an EP tried to kill my dog. This happened several years ago, so I can't completely remember every detail, but it was so incredibly stupid I thought you guys might enjoy it. Not 100% it's an actual ep, but we will see. On mobile etc. So the kid in question wasn't that bad and this might have been partially my fault, but whatever. There was a babysitting service next door and somehow the kid seemed to migrate over to my house. I was a young teen and kind of vaguely associated with them while they were there. I had a dog who didn't really like kids or strangers who was in the backyard behind a 6-foot-tall chain link fence. One of the kids had migrated to my house while he was in the backyard, and I guess I wasn't paying enough attention because he ended up walking down the side of my house and sticking his hand through the fence to pet my dog. Shocker, the dog bit him. It wasn't bad at all. It barely drew blood, and he got over it pretty quick after crying for a good few minutes. I had pretty much forgotten about it until the parents came to pick him up, which is where the ep comes in. Dad was the ep, and also crazy. The sitter told him that my dog had bitten the kid and he immediately went apeshit. Now this part is a bit fuzzy, but somehow this dude's got a bat and he's heading to my backyard to break in and beat my dog to death. His pregnant wife is trying to hold him back and so is the sitter. My dad gets involved because someone is trying to kill our dog now. They start arguing. Pretty sure ep swung at my dad with a bat. Bat ends up discarded into full-blown fighting on the ground. They're beating the shit out of each other. Kids are crying. Wife is screaming about how it's not worth it and he can't go back to jail. Cops get called and I think they took off before they could get arrested, and my dog got another strike on his how many more kids can I bite before they put me down list. Thankfully he wasn't put down for any more bites or beaten with a bat, but many years later in my last year of HS succumbed to cancer. RIP Patches. And that's the story of the Hoosia bullshit that was my dog's almost untimely death. Edit. I'm sorry to disappoint anyone from Indiana, but this happened in Illinois lolin and near St. Louis. Hoosia is a derogatory term for redneck/white trash type people. IDKY, that is the word there. Also no dog tags unfortunately. Don't have any pics of him because it's been like 11 years. But he was white with brown patches, red nose, green eyes and had the general shape of a dog named Avisla, which unfortunately I can't link a pic to RN because I'm on mobile. When I reach 1,000 subscribers I will be giving away a $25 Amazon gift card away To enter, like, subscribe and leave a comment below.